happy Sunday, everybody. It is the first Sunday of May, which is the Sewing Buzz. The first Sunday of the month is always the Sewing Buzz. For those who are new to the channel, for those who haven't been around in a while, or yeah, welcome back. Welcome to the channel. I thank you for clicking on the video. I want to welcome truly all of the new subscribers. Over the past month, it has been a little bit of an uptick on subscribership, even though I haven't put up any videos, which is perfectly fine. But I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. The Sewing Buzz, I'll just start out by saying, is typically where I go over new pattern releases. Maybe they're something going on in the sewing community, a sewing challenge, and pattern releases. Indie patterns is typically what I focus on, and if there is something else going on in the sewing community. So that's what the Sewing Buzz is about. And so that's for those who are new. For those who are not new and have been tuning in, have sent messages, have sent DMs, I've received text messages, emails, and the like. I just want to say thank you. It has, and for those who don't know, unexpectedly, we lost my mother-in-law, my husband's mother. So it has been a whirlwind, to say the least. And of course, we're still going through the grieving process. And I did say, I think when I announced it back in early April, that, you know, I'll be back probably in May. And so, and, you know, I had no inclination to do videos. It was just a lot going on. And obviously, you know, during a time like that. But I wanted to come in to give a few updates. There are a couple patterns that I saw, you know, when you have your downtime and you're just kind of taking a break from whatever it is that you're focusing on. And for me, it was a lot of family stuff. And so it was little pockets of time that, you know, I would just scroll, but I wouldn't scroll long. That was the one thing. You know how you can get into what they call doom scrolling, and it's because either you're trying to focus on something other than the thing, that maybe that place that you're in of pain, of discomfort, or whatever, and you go on a scrolling 2-3 hour spree. They call it doom scrolling, I guess. I wasn't interested in doing that. I would just check, like, half the time when I went on, I was like, what am I going here for? I only did like one swipe and then close the app up. And so, you know, pockets here and there. And then, of course, checking emails for, you know, during that time. And I will say, again, just a huge thank you to everybody who took the time to send their condolences, just their thoughts and prayers and all of that. It truly means a lot. And I will say this definitely was not expected when, and maybe for those who have experienced this in their family, when, you know, a person is not sick or, you know, going through anything in particular, and then, you know, suddenly things change. And so, yeah, so that was definitely unexpected, having to travel. And having said that, I did say I will be back in May. Hello, it's May. Hi, how are you all doing? I will say I am wearing a Simplicity 9929. The entire outfit is done. By the time you see this, I would have worn it. And the review will be coming up next week, Sunday. So that brings me to my, I guess, my first point about videos. I said I will be back in May. And for those who follow, you know, I upload only on Sundays and Wednesdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. However, the month of May, I am just going to probably upload on Sundays if I have something to upload. And it's not like I don't have anything to upload, is that my focus and my time is dealing with family matters right now. And so If, you know, I still work a full-time job and I do have two businesses, SewNaturalDane and the Fabric Boutique, that an opportunity came up for that I have to do some things for as well. But priority number one is family things that has to be taken care of. Plus my husband and I are going back to Wisconsin to deal with some more family stuff, but also we were already planning to go to Wisconsin in May, the weekend after Mother's Day, and we just kept the plans. So we're going back to see family because we're both from Milwaukee, so we have family there, other family there. My mother and my grandmother are still there, and so we're still going back, you know, for that, but also to handle some other family related items as well in regards to my mother-in-law. So yeah, so there's a lot of family stuff that still need to be dealt with, and I'm comfortable enough at this point to, you know, I'm not going to force myself to have a video twice a week. If you get it on a Sunday, that'll be good. I can see me getting back to more of that regular routine probably sometime in June. But for right now, it'll be Sundays because I do want to talk about 9929 Simplicity and my experience with that. And you'll see that video next week, Sunday, because I'll talk a little bit about how I navigated through this season of unexpected loss and kind of how sewing for me helped with that. When I say sewing is therapy, it really is therapy, but also sewing teaches you more than just, it teaches you patience with yourself, patience with just timing of the things that you need to take care of, and do not rushing through something just to get to the other side, to get over the feelings, or, you know, I need to suppress what I'm feeling. Nope. If I didn't feel like sewing, y'all, it took me practically 2 weeks to sew this two-piece, but I did it in different parts and different days and everything, and it was just because I wasn't trying to rush. I wasn't trying to get my mind off of what's going on. For me personally, I don't believe in that. I'm just gonna allow myself to feel what I feel, and I came in here. It's not like I lost my sojo. I just didn't want to rush through what I was feeling, still processing the fact that, Mother's Day is here and my mother-in-law won't be here, her birthday, and all of that. And then of course my husband, and he was the only child. So yeah, all of those things. So I wasn't trying to get back in to get my mind off things, and you know, it truly was therapy in that it was teaching me, again, patience, reminding me about take your time, reminding me about it's okay to just, okay, if all I did for sewing today was take the pattern out the envelope and lay it out or iron it, hey, that was something. But I am very happy with how this turned out, and my husband loved it too. He said, oh, you made something? I was like, yep, I sure did. So yeah, you'll see that next week Sunday. So if you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, and yeah, tune in for next week Sunday. I'll have the full review. Now, I was starting to do every month for the Sewing Buzz, go ahead and set up my calendar, monthly makes calendar. So the only thing I made in April, which was late April, I finished the top in April, and then I kind of slow motioned into May with the shorts, and trust me, it don't take that long. But again, and so I am going to set up May, but I'll do that off camera. I think I just want to, there are probably some other things I want to add in here just for my personal reflection type thing for May, getting back into sewing. And so yeah, I don't want to do that on camera for the month of May, but you are more than welcome to get this on my website. It is available. Remember, it does come with the free sticker sheets this sticker sheet, and you can get the numbers and all of that. And I have to say also, during the time that I was away and offline, you guys, you all love the paper clip. The paper clip. You guys love the paper clips, and so I am so happy about that. And I just want to thank everybody for the orders and your patience in me getting those orders out. I had several people register for the retreat. Speaking of which, over half of those slots are gone. So if you were thinking about coming, it is, when you're seeing this, yes, it's the first Sunday of May. So May, now you're down to, what is it down to now? There's a payment plan, and so you can sign up for the longest option now is from May through January. And so yeah, I highly suggest you get out there and register. And besides just taking my time with sewing, I have been doing things in regards to the retreat. So there's a different questions that have come through for the retreat people had. So I've been able to kind of navigate through those and make sure people who were registered were had access to the private Facebook group. I noticed, I'm not sure why, but I noticed a lot of people submit requests to join the SewNaturalDane retreat Facebook group. That's for the retreat people only. It's not, I don't have a regular Facebook group. I don't have time to manage a another Facebook group, but this is just for those who are attending the retreat. And so also, speaking of the retreat, there are several things that have been in motion, you know, before all of this, that I had to pause, obviously, during the month of April, but have been picking back up in regards to the retreat, that the retreat people are going to be so excited about. There's a lot that I'm very excited for the second year of doing the retreat. If you missed the recap of the first retreat, I will leave a link to that video down in the description box, but you can also check the iCard will pop up here so you can see just a quick recap of how it was. We do have 2 instructors next year. One is a class that's included with the fee, which is the trouser fitting class. Isabel, she came this year, she'll be back next year. But also you have the option. This is an optional class, you don't have to take it, but a lot of the ladies are excited about it. Bra making with Nikki Griffin. So she will have the option if you would like, and it includes the kit, all of that. And so I do highly suggest for those who are interested in the retreat, come on in. I tell you, I know they say through different life circumstances, whether you lose a job, whether you go through a traumatic situation in your life, give birth, lose someone significant, like we have, it does tend to, in those different highs and lows of life, bring different things into perspective more. The things maybe that you're passionate about, maybe that you haven't leaned into, or you know, something maybe you wanted to do, always wanted to do and just never did, whether that be go back to school, maybe it's this, that, it doesn't matter. But I will say, because she sewed, his mother-in-law, my mother-in-law did sew, but it was many years. She hasn't touched a sewing machine in decades, but I remember her telling me stories about it, and you know, it just ignited something else in me, I would say. And yeah, some things that I was thinking about for the retreat, I was like, why not do it? Why not do it? So for those who are coming in 2026, got something special for you. So for those who are interested, go ahead and register, and so you can have your spot. But then also by the end of the month, end of May, go ahead and choose the payment plan that you want, so you can get on the payment plan, because yeah, I do have some special things. I'm quite excited about it. Some special things lined up. And make sure that you're on the newsletter list as well, because there will be, it's now the second quarter, and I believe I had mentioned when the first products dropped and re-release of the monthly Makes calendar, that there will be some additions. So those are coming soon as well. Been working with my illustrator on those items. And so yeah, and stay tuned. For those who are members of the channel, you will have a video. This video is going up on Sunday. You'll have a video. You'll have a members only video on Wednesday. I do want to do a sit down and a catch up into some things we talked about over there on the membership side. I need to update y'all on. So if you want to be a member and get some of that insider information, feel free to come on over there. The join button is down below if you're so interested. Another thing, for those who did not know, I am a brand ambassador for Love Notions Patterns, indie pattern company. And so obviously you haven't seen me post or talk about Love Notions in quite some time. I was feeling really good. What was this, a couple weeks ago? I did do a short and with something that I had wore, because I hadn't gotten like officially dressed since my mother-in-law's services. And so I got dressed this day because I had some stuff to do, some business to take care of. And so yeah, that's probably the last like passing mention of Love Notions. But for those who are familiar with Love Notion Patterns, I will leave my affiliate link. It is an affiliate link down below, and I'll use send my code, put my code down in the description box as well, which is Q2SND, Q2SND, which stands for Q2 SND, SewNaturalDane. And their sale is starting on May 5th through May 9th. So that's a Monday through Friday. And it's their 40% off site-wide sale. And for those who are willing to support, you don't have to use my code, but it does help the channel. It helps me. For this sale, use my code Q2SND. And what is the sale? So it's 40% off all digital patterns and courses. And so and also print patterns ship free. There is no code needed for the print patterns to ship for free. And so for those who might not be new, I think this might have been announced when, you know, things shifted for me, but they're doing printed patterns now. Not all of their patterns in their catalog are available for print, but they started with the most popular that they've been having available for print, so which is nice. So you can get your printed pattern if there was a pattern from Love Notions that you wanted, that's part of the collection that they have available for print. Free shipping, and you don't need a code for that free shipping. And so using my code gets you an extra percentage off. So it's the 40% off sale. With my code you get 45% off. So again, Q2SND will get you that additional percentage off for the sale, which starts on tomorrow, May 5th through May 9th. And so I'll definitely remember to pop up a couple graphics and whatnot throughout the week to remind you. So use my code if you don't mind to shop Love Notion Patterns during their 40% off sale. But again, get an additional percentage off by using my code. So they now switching to new patterns. So there were, like I said, I wasn't really all that paying attention to much, but there was one pattern in particular that I saw that drew my eye. There were several indie patterns that dropped. I just was not paying attention very much, but there was one that I saw in my one day of looking at something scroll. I think this came out the first week of April, and I think I just kind of turned off after that. But it's the Poppy Top by Cinnamon Daisy Studio. Have anybody heard of this pattern company? I have not, and I saw it come across two different feeds that I follow. One is the Island Socialist, Kiara. Never heard of the pattern company. And what's her name? So Much Fun, I think. I'm gonna I got these pictures off of the website, but this is the Poppy Top. This is such a cute top, and it also could be a dress, and it has the shirring in the back, I believe. Yeah, the shirring in the back. When I tell you I love this top, for one, this pattern goes up to an H cup, so their sizing is really good. They have a nice size inclusive, you know, cup size and sizing for this pattern. But I love the style of the straps, and that the straps can be wide. So you know, typically tops like this that come out, you have this is usually the skinny straps, or maybe slightly wider than a bra strap, but this, I like the shape of it, so you know it's going to cover the full bra, right? The full bra strap. And I thought this was such a pretty top, and not only that, but dress as well. And so that is the only pattern I'm going to share with you this month, because I thought it was so pretty and I loved how it looked on both Kira and I think the other lady's name was so much fun. Both of their pictures I got off the Cinnamon Daisy Studio website. So yeah, I'll pop those up here. But I thought the top was absolutely pretty, and I was like, yep, I want that. I do want that. I just saved it, so I was like, I'll go back at some point. I'm gonna get the pattern. but anyway, that's all I have for you today. And it has felt good to get back in the studio. One of the things, because I did a little sewing chat with my good friend Myra, and so Myra Lorraine Official, y'all follow her over here on YouTube, I know already. But I was telling her, because I'm looking at my fabric stash right here, I was telling her I feel like I could use a good fabric haul. I really do. There are several things I want to make. I want to get back. I'm definitely going to get back into my shirt dress series. I know that was one that I started at the beginning of the year. I have not done anything, but I do need fabric, because I printed a couple of those patterns I think I had talked about. I sent those for print and got those back, and then come to realize I really don't have the fabric necessarily that I'm looking for. Maybe one I can do in the denim, but I think all my denim is like 5 ounces, or between 5 and 8 ounces, so might be a little heavy for the type of dress I want to do. And so maybe I'll jump online and see if I can find some denim twill or chambray, something like that. I think will be nice. But or I don't know, I'll just have to look online. Maybe some rayon linen mix blend, solid. I'm thinking I'm in a mood for some solids. I don't know, there's a couple wovens up there that I could use for a couple different projects, but we shall see. We shall see. I'm not gonna rush it. So yeah, that's how May is going to look. You will get another video from me, the full review of Simplicity 9929 next week Sunday. Not sure what's gonna happen after that. I still want to work on my pattern from the retreat. What is that? McCall's 8255. Remember, this is the one that did the muslin for at the retreat, and then all of the adjustments were marked, and I need to transfer that to the pattern and then remake it again, or make it out of either wearable muslin or the final. And so I still need to do that. So that is something I do want to work on, because that's going to take me some time to do, which I like. I like that it's slow on purpose. And so, and this pattern, I have several of these available on my website. So if you're interested in this pattern, I think I got them listed for like $3, for $3. If this is a pattern that you think you might like, go over to my website. I'll leave the link down below. You'll see it out there. Go ahead and grab that. Pick up some other items on the website as well. But yeah, I have several of these, because these go up to a size 32W, and I had like several of the 32W, and then this is 18 through 24W, and so I know I had a few of those, and then the smaller size I had a few of those. So yeah, $3. I got them listed out there on the website. Feel free to go take a visit. I think that's it. That's all I got for you today. I just want to say thank you again for all of your prayers, your emails, your all of that. I do appreciate it. I do. And as I, you know, get back into my upload schedule, it'll probably take me sometime in June to get back to that, which I'm fine with. Again, there's no rush. I'm in no rush as we continue to handle different family matters and whatnot. So yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, definitely leave them down in the comment section down below. And yeah, stay tuned for next week's Sunday's video, which will be the full review for Simplicity 9929. All right, everybody, again, thank you. I appreciate you all. You all have a wonderful, wonderful start to your week, start to your month. Visit the website. Come to the retreat. Come to the retreat. It's going to be a good time. So yeah. All right, everybody. Have a blessed one, and we'll see you next Sunday. Bye.